Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome to Creativerse. Now this is a game that some of you had recommended to me a while back, and more recently a friend of mine, Dark Newt, has played it on his YouTube channel. He had a short series on it and seemed to be enjoying it. So when a friend of mine, Brandon, came over 2 weekends back and we played 7 Days to Die, I thought, okay, let's find something else to play. We've been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die, and this was on the list for me to check out anyway. So I contacted the devs about the game, and they actually sent along a number of keys for myself and my friends to play together. So we've passed those out. Brandon came over this last weekend and we had a chance to play Creativerse. So it's been quite a bit of fun experience we had this last weekend, and I thought I would bring it here to show you guys. So obviously when I look around, you see the blocks. You see what we're looking at here. We've got this this crafting table in front of us. So the first thing you're going to think is Minecraft, and that makes sense. This game actually shares a lot of things in common with Minecraft, but there are a number of differences as well. And I think it's a pretty fun game on its own. So we're going to go ahead and explore the game. I think what we're going to do in this series is play through probably 3 to 5 or 6 episodes, something like that, and see if you guys want to see more. I'm just going to kind of walk you through the basics. I'm going to make shelter, explore the depths of the world, you know, kind of gather materials, that kind of stuff. Like I said, for maybe 3 to 5 episodes or so. And again, we'll see if you guys want to see more. You can definitely let me know by leaving a comment and or liking this video. That really helps me know whether you guys are excited about seeing more of these, whether I should bring it to the channel. I'll certainly be playing it myself along with Brandon. Again, we're going to get together and do some more, but you guys can help determine whether I bring it to the channel. So let's jump in here. We've got a crafting table, and when I access this, you see we have recipes in here. In fact, I've got something I can make right now because I previously went around just a bit ago and gathered up the required materials. So again, we have a crafting table. Now these are actually considered stations, and there's 2 more types. The crafting table here actually allows us to make the various recipes, but the next type is called a processor, and this lets you break down raw materials. It makes you, or it allows you to create wood slabs, for example, from wood blocks, that kind of thing. Break down your materials into new stuff. And then there is a forge. That's the 3rd type, and that lets you refine ores like iron and obsidian, things like that, into bars. So those are the 3 stations right now. We've got this guy. In fact, if you look at the compass up top, we have a gear icon pointing to this. They kind of start you with one here, and from it, if I select this guy, you can see we can actually make another crafting table. And actually this crafting table, if we were to make one, we could pick it up and take it with us. Unlike this guy, it won't go anywhere. You can see we could pick up dirt block, but not the crafting station. You can see the sun's going down there. You can see the shadow moving across. This is actually a new thing added in the most recent update. Pretty cool looking. Pretty cool. But anyway, we're going to jump back in here and let me talk about this guy real quick, the wood power cell. So essentially, you obviously saw me suck this material up, and we do that with our power glove. On the bottom left of the screen, you'll see the word tab. So right now we're in gathering mode. That's the red lit up icon. But if I hit tab, it will go to a weapon. Right now it's just a basic stick. And this slot right here, in fact both slots, we can put a weapon in, and in this slot we can put a power cell in and kind of upgrade it. There's no pickaxes, no shovels, we gather everything with our glove, but if we upgrade it, we can actually get to better materials. So we're going to go ahead and craft this guy, and you'll see it queues down here with 6 seconds to go. It's going to tick down, and then we'll actually be able to collect the items. So you can actually queue a number of things in here, and then collect them all when you come back. Now if I actually jump in my inventory window, which I accidentally did a second ago, I can right click the cell and you'll see it jumps down here. So we do want to make a weapon at some point, and we will want to make armor to put into these slots, and he'll actually wear that. We could see that. And essentially we're going to go around gathering materials. We want to build a shelter. You can see, because I've been in the game a little bit and gathered some materials beforehand, that we're now rapidly approaching nighttime, and I would like to make a shelter because, well, creatures come out at night that want to attack us. So I'm going to get to gathering some material and see if we can get the foundation of a base started at the very least. Okay, well, we survived the night. Well, actually we didn't survive. We died twice, but we've made it through to the other side. It is now morning. And so let's talk about a couple things that happened last night. So one of the things that I did right away was I put down the teleport. This is actually an item that you have in your inventory. You can see it's in my number 6 slot, and it doesn't go away. So basically I can walk out here, right click, and that sets up the new place I will spawn, and I can also choose to teleport there via the T button. You can see down on my quick bar, I can just click that and go to it. And when I set that, you'll see it disappeared out of here. So we can now teleport to this spot. This is where we will appear if we die. And additionally, when you die, you actually drop everything on the ground in the form of a death statue. That's in my number 4 slot down below. So basically, these guys get dropped on the ground. Now, when they are on the ground, they look like this, but they have a beam of light coming down on them when they have your items in there. So you just interact with it, scoop up everything, and you're good to go. Then you can actually use the glove and pick it up off the ground. So when Brandon and I played a lot this weekend, we had a lot of these statues. We just made ourselves a graveyard where we just lined them up, and we had plenty of them. But anyway, not too big of a deal to get your stuff back, and easy to find via the compass. It puts a skull icon so you know right where to go. Now, we made the power cell and equipped that, and if we jump into the forge, we have actually a number of items as well, some things we picked up from the monsters that we killed. So we have this stuff. So that and the fact that we made the power cell, we can actually jump in here if I hit the right button and see that we have more options available to us. Now, one of the things we had noticed was I went ahead and I made the next station, which was the processor. I made a forge, things like that. And Brandon actually didn't have those available to him. Not until he actually went and made a forge did he get some of the other options available to him. And that may not be the right example because I think you actually get to start with this guy. But he didn't have some other options available to him until he made them, just like I had. So something to consider. At that point, he actually went through and just started making everything just to make it. So we've got a number of things here. We got some potions, we have torches. I can make a wood sword. Looks like we're just a few wood short. If we could jump to the processor, you can see we just need some more wood there as well. So if we gather some more wood, there's a number more things we can make. A weapon, a processor, things of that nature. But I'm kind of like the idea of scooping up, or rather crafting, a new forge so that I can place this somewhere. Not a forge, a crafting table. So that we can go walk that somewhere and choose a better place. Because I don't know if this is really the best spot to set up a shelter. Probably doesn't matter too much, but I'm the kind of player that likes to find a cool spot, and that's where I'm going to get set up. Now, I did have this chest up here, and these will appear throughout the world as well. So let's go ahead and loot this really quick and see what's in here. So we've got some melted wax, coal, and gunpowder. We're just going to go ahead and take all of that, and the chest will disappear. So one time I actually looted a chest, and a new one appeared not too far away, and when I looted it, another one appeared, like, not too far away again. So it seems to kind of repopulate as you loot them. It kind of spawns new ones. But anyway, I think what we're going to do is we're going to gather some more wood and then make a crafting table that we can... Oh, we can take this one with us now. Interesting. That's really interesting. Go ahead and scoop that up. So it wouldn't allow it before. I'm not entirely sure what changes. Maybe you have to wait the day or something, or maybe you have to have crafted something. I'm not sure. But anyway, now we've got this. I suppose what we'll do is we'll go ahead and seek out a cool place to make a shelter. So as I swim over here, I notice that there's a chest and another crafting table. Now, just a little bit behind me, before I jumped into the water, I found another crafting table and I scooped it up. So these guys appear throughout the world. You can kind of run across them, and I don't want to use my glove on this. Oh, look at that, another wood power cell. This is actually kind of nice because you can see in the bottom left here that there's actually durability, so I'm kind of wearing through it a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and scoop all of that up. And then we're going to go ahead and take this crafting table, which means we're going to have 3 now. Now, while I'm kind of talking about that, one of the things... Oh, look, another one. We'll go grab it. And I'll tell you why this is kind of important. So, basically, what Brandon and I discovered was that we made this small little shelter, and we quickly ended up filling it with these crafting tables, with the processors, and with the forges. Because, basically, you queue things up, and some of them take a really long time, so you want almost another station to be able to kind of work on multiple things at once, because once you queue up, I think it's like 8 items by default, you're gonna have to wait for those, and you can't cancel the orders or anything. So we found that having a number of each type of station helped a lot. So there's another one up there. We're gonna go ahead and leave that one though, because me playing by myself, I'm not gonna need a whole lot of those. Brandon and I were both queuing up a number of things, but playing solo here, I don't think it's going to be as big a deal. 3 is probably fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over in this direction, because I kind of want to be near water, just because I like to set up shelters near water. I just like to look at water. It's not going to really do much for us here in the game, at least as far as I know. But like I said, I just like to set up my shelter by water. Okay, well, I've got a place kind of picked out here. It was a hilltop that I've leveled out a little bit. I raised some of the edges and flattened down a bit in the middle. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good location. We've got some stone nearby, which is great. We've got a little view of water over there. We had some behind us a bit. We have plenty of trees around, so we've got a good combination of things going here. Now, what we want to do is we're going to put down the crafting station here. So one of the things I was starting to get to previously but didn't fully get to was that you end up needing a lot of these guys. At least when we were playing multiplayer, we had a good 3 or 4 of each type of station, which could be 12 of these guys set up. And our initial shelter was actually really small, and so it got crammed really easily. So I'm going to actually try and build for, or at least allow for, more space. And I think I'm going to do kind of log a wood wall around the edges. So just in from that, I'm going to go ahead and actually, you know what? Not right in the corner, because I won't be able to reach it when I do this. So we'll just go ahead and put these 4 here. And then, let's see, let's look at what's available. So we can make our wood sword, that's cool. Let's go ahead and actually do that. Go ahead and craft this guy. You can see it's going to take 9 seconds. Now you can leave it and you'll see, that's how you can tell that it's actually being used right now, that it's actually cranking through some stuff. As soon as it's done, it will do that, it will drop back down. That's what the other stations do as well. So good indication that things are ready to go. So I can hit F and then F again to just collect everything, and that'll scoop up the sword, which I can then right click. And it looks like it looks like I ended up picking one up, I would imagine. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy going. We want to, let's jump back in here because they have, let's see. Oh yeah, so in order to make the wood walls, you do have to have those slabs. I forgot about that. I thought you could just do them. In order to do that, we need the processor, and it looks like we can make it, so let's go ahead and do that. We could make 2, but we're just going to stick with 1 for now because we're not going too crazy here. You can see this guy ticking down here. We got 4 seconds. So we'll get this set up. We'll throw the wood in, and we will process that into slabs. Select this guy. Okay, and then let's see. Whoops, I guess I didn't pick it up. Wait a second. Oh yeah, I did. It's in my slot there. It blended with my number 6. I was like, that's my teleport. So anyway, let's see. We're going to go ahead and put these in a different corner entirely. We're just going to set that here. And if I could stop bringing up my inventory. Let's see. Oh, I actually had it right. I thought I opened up my basic inventory. But this is the processor. So what we're going to do is this will make wood slabs. Now this will take actually any wood and make it into the same type of wood slab. So we can see that it's going to... This is what it's going to do. We got 2 slabs coming here, and we can hit chop, and you'll see that it's set 1 up here, and it's going to be 28 seconds. So we can actually go chop, chop, chop to queue up those, and you'll see that in total it's got 1:51 seconds. Now the cost 3 is actually what we could pay in order to just do all of this now and get it done. So you know, you probably are recognizing this with the points up here. You're probably wondering with the store. I was notified that the store really is going to change, and its focus is going to be on cosmetic kind of stuff. So I think even this stuff down here is going to change, and I'll clarify that. If I recall correct, if I recall, or if I remember rather, if I do my homework, I should be adding a note in here at this point that you'll see on screen that indicates whether this is the kind of thing is going to stick in the game or not. I think it might not, but I'll try to confirm that for you. And if I forget, I'll try and remember to drop it into the notes below the video. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and let that crank. Once we have those, we can actually make the wood walls. So really what I want to do is I want to get around to gathering more wood so that we can make more slabs. Now this was a 2x2 tree. I took half of it out. You can see all the way up there. So I'm actually going to pick up where I left off and gather more of this. There is no gravity, so it's not going to drop down on us or anything. So it will be a floaty tree, but that's okay. I'm cool with it. Okay, so in the middle of my processing and gathering wood, I actually got attacked and died, and of course I appeared far from here because, well, the Weem is forgetful and forgets to put his teleport where it should be. So I did run all the way back here and placed it here, so when I die I appear here, gathered up my belongings, and then I of course remembered another thing that I'm very forgetful about, and that is when we jump into the processing and it's looking at the items for us to process, it does not consider what's in your hotbar. So I'm hoping that changes down the road, but currently what you're not seeing in here is the wood that I've gathered. So we actually have to jump into our inventory. We can shift click this up into it and then go back in here, and there you go. We've got plenty of wood. Now another thing that I haven't been able to do, although granted I do seem to recall looking at the controls and not seeing this, but I don't know how to split stacks at all. I don't know that that's possible. So we're just going to go ahead and fill up the queue here, and then what it can't take, actually we'll just jump back into my inventory anyway. So anyway, this stuff is queued up. We're going to let that go through those and create slabs, and or rather the walls. No. I had it right the first time. It's making the slabs. From the slabs we can make the walls. In fact, I have some slabs on me. Let's see here. We can jump into here. What's funny is this does recognize items out of your quick slot. So there we go. Some combat here for you. That guy went down pretty quick. Get our sword geared up, and it does look like we're gonna lose that power cell pretty soon, but we do have the spare, so that's cool. So let's come back down in here. Let's go ahead and craft, queue a number of these guys up. At least the man, well, at least I got the stuff queued. So it turns out, I was wondering where he went. Like, who hit me? Where'd he go? Well, he got trapped underneath my my death statue. Uh-oh, now we got another visitor here. So it is nighttime, and these guys do like to come out at night. Let's go ahead and pick this up and kill him really quick if we can. Let's see if we can squish him with my death statue. Nope, we took care of him. So anyway, let's go ahead and check in on this. We're going to grab these guys and go ahead and put the wood down here. So each one of the slabs makes a number of the blocks, fortunately. So it's not going to take a lot for us to kind of wrap this place up. So there you go. You can see we're going to basically put the wall down like this. I'm going to circle the whole thing, and I think I'm going to make it pretty difficult to get in here. I may make it to where I actually just need to teleport in here. But I could make some stairs, and I can make a door. That's all stuff we'll consider for the future. But I think for now we're going to leave it at that, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I do really hope you leave me a comment and or a like if you want to see more. That's really going to help me out. Really helps me know if you guys want to see more of this. Like I said, I'm going to play it no matter what, and whether it comes to the channel or not is going to be entirely up to you guys, so do let me know if you'd like to see more. I would appreciate that. As always, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.